Hello, Grandmaster Gambardella here with a little story about the great Roger Mayweather, Floyd Mayweather's uncle, and his newest accusation, or it's really an old accusation, that the reason that Manny didn't fight Floyd in the last fight is because he's taking something called a side meth. And he goes on to say if Manny wanted to fight, he would have taken that fight already. He didn't fight because, number one, he didn't want to take the test. And anytime a guy who don't want to make $100 million, that tells you right there, he ain't got to do with anything. He has to use a lot of cuss words, which I won't degrade myself by using. How can a guy turn down $100 million? Let me tell you how. A guy turns down $100 million because he doesn't want to take a test. Everybody takes a test. Everybody takes a blood test. And he goes on to explain that Manny's afraid to take a test. He's ducking the test. And wait till you hear why he's ducking the test. He's ducking the test because he's taking something called a side meth. A side meth. And he goes on to call him an MF several times, because he won't take the test because he's on a side meth. That's what the F is on. It's called a side meth. He's on that or something else. The a side meth is what they used to take about 500 years ago. Remember when the Filipinos were fighting the U.S. soldiers? They were shooting them with MF 45 caliber guns, and the 45s were bouncing off of their MF butt. They weren't even dying. Now I just got to stop and go through that statement with you as a logical, intelligent person, as I'm sure you are, and let's examine that. All the people that got killed in the Philippines during World War II, and probably before then and after then, did not have to die if they would have just taken a side meth, because a side meth makes bullets bounce off of you. Even 45s are machine gun bullets. They bounce off of you because you're taking a side meth. And all those soldiers that were running at the U.S. troops and the Japanese troops and getting shot point blank with a 45, the bullets were bouncing off of them because they were taking a side meth. And yet, 2 million people got killed in the Philippines because they didn't have enough of side meth for all of them to take. And that one person that was taking this side meth that the bullets were bouncing off just didn't have enough time like Rambo to run around and kill every other soldier in the world. Now just when you hear things like that, you've got to take it into consideration that the people saying this believe it. It's not important that it's crazy. It's important that the people saying they believe that there's a product that you can take that makes 45 caliber bullets bounce off of you and would make punches feel like mosquito bites. That's why Manny Pacquiao is such a great fighter. Not because he trains so hard, he's a good Christian and a hard worker and a fine, upstanding role model. It's because he has a magical drug that he takes called a side meth that makes 45 caliber bullets bounce off of you. And friends, that's why he ducked the fight, because he didn't want people to know about his superhuman powers that are caused by a side meth. Now when you finally look at this video, all you Mayweather lovers out there, you've got to understand that these people are coming from a mental condition that makes them unable to have the concept of reality in their brain. You don't have your brain functioning right when you think that there's a product you can take that makes bullets bounce off of your body. You don't have your brain functioning right when you think there's a product you can take made in the Philippines 500 years ago that would make you Superman. And the only reason you ducked the fight is you didn't want everybody to know you were Superman and to find out that you could actually make bullets bounce off of it. So all you folks that have been defending Mayweather for so long, and don't get me wrong, I'm not a racist. I like Floyd Mayweather. I hope he beats Shane Mosley. I don't think he will, but I hope he does. So we can watch Manny Pacquiao either beat him up in the ring because he's taken a side meth and makes him invulnerable to the punches, much less Mayweather could pull a gun on him, which he has done several times in clubs, and Manny wouldn't even be scared of that because the bullets would bounce off of him. So I just wanted to share this little bit of information with you because I just think it's hilarious. And all you people out there that are trying to support Mayweather in this reason why Manny didn't take the test, Now we know the real reason. It's because he's Superman. This is Grandmaster Gambardella. See you next time.